Alright, so you kids like the sports, huh? It's odd. I've always viewed pro wrestling and real sports as incompatible enemies to each other. Kinda like fish and bicycles. Trust me, they hate each other. But it seems like there are plenty of people who compartmentalize their love of sports and their love of sports entertainment without letting the conundrum lead to chaos. And with ESPN and Fox working their way to getting WWE being treated more like a real sport, it seems more than fair to say that wrestling is inching towards joining its athletic activity brethren. I mean, if poker, skateboarding, NASCAR, golf, and darts are all getting treated like real sports, then pro wrestling at least deserves a nod. But what if I told you that this plan is nothing new and that it's been a long time coming? What if I told you that wrestling has been planting the seeds of its invasion in the legitimate sports field for quite some time? Don't believe me? Well, you ought to, because Daniel Bryan may have been kept out of a WWE ring for some time, but the Yes movement would not be denied. The Yes chant has been used by Hunter Pence of the San Francisco Giants. Also, other adopters of Yesomania include attendees of Michigan State University games and New York Islanders fans. Wait, the Islanders have fans? You learn something new every day. North Kakalaka has been known as Flair Country for quite some time, so it seems fitting that Carolina Panthers fans would borrow the woo every now and again from the dirtiest player in the game. Interesting how far the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing Ric Flair has come in the world of football ever since his Herschel Walker promo.
He's a real big dude, but he's not the champ.
While many wrestling fans may have their issues with John Cena, there have been plenty of athletes who just love using his taunt. In football, the Doctor of Thugonomics has managed to creep in and succeed in ways that Vince McMahon and the XFL only wished it could do. In fact, the "You Can't See Me" taunt has been used not just in American football, but also in non-American football as well. It's odd. For a guy nobody can see, a lot of people are sure able to copy his taunt. During an NFC Championship game, Falcons cornerback Thomas DeCowd broke up a Colin Kaepernick pass and celebrated with some crotch chops. And he did the original click version and not the X marks the spot taunt. Either way, I'm sure the intent was still there. An open invitation for Colin Kaepernick to suck something. Don't know if he obliged or not, but that's their personal business. I'm not judging. Aaron Rodgers has been known to show off that he is a champion by making the championship belt gesture around his waist, which does seem a little strange since Super Bowl winners get a ring, but I guess that looks a lot more intimidating than, well, this. Hey, remember when Fandango was known for something other than his comedy sketches with Tyler Breeze? Well, once upon a time, right after beating Chris Jericho at WrestleMania on his debut, that's right, that happened. Fandango's entrance song became something of a favorite sing-along tune for crowds for a brief period of time. And now we know that even if you're over with fans from different sports, Vince McMahon still only pushes who Vince McMahon wants to push, no matter what evidence there is to the contrary. So Fandango, hope you realize that there is no point in putting a lot of effort into those Fashion File skits, because the moral of your story is, don't try. Ha! And you thought that Dolph Ziggler was the only guy to get his momentum ruined after WrestleMania 29. And finally we have Chris Jericho. Y2J, whose real name is Irvine, is the real-life son of former New York Ranger Ted Irvine. Needless to say, Jericho is an avid hockey fan, but Jericho has done more than just appreciate the sport because he has actually taken to the ice himself during charity functions such as the Super Skate event. But the wrestler that resides in Chris Jericho could not be held at bay on the ice for long, as the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla has taken hockey fights and turned them into men getting it. That does it for this one, so enjoy your legitimate sports while you still can, because as you can see, it's just a matter of time before the predetermination of wrestling completely assimilates the entire world. Happy viewing, jocks!